How's it going, everybody? Magnum Knights here with some more Total War Warhammer. Alright, so in our last episode, the Great Deceiver has decided to show himself in the form of Satharol the Everwatcher, Lord of Change. But we also have our decent army chasing Sigvald the Magnificent as he makes his rounds in burning the Skaling Holds to the ground. That's the words I was looking for. He's lost a fair number of units. We're down to 16 out of 20, but that is helping massively towards our upkeep penalty. We still have good units, like we have a rank 8 chosen here, so he's got a bunch of health, ton of leadership, great melee attack and defense. It's basically a beast of a unit. Our Dragonoviker Shoggoths are rank 4. I mean, basically everything here has been leveling up nicely. We have some aspiring champions as well, which is a newish unit. And Kholek Suneater, for once, has been able to do things. I am thrilled. Alright, so it seems that was the end of the turn I was looking for here.
What?
Kholek can move just a little bit farther, so let's move him that extra little bit to make sure that the the Everwatcher cannot find us. And as we can see, Kislev is basically Ash at this time. Opening the door.
Irrelevant vampire. Nothing but a withered soul clinging to mortal remains. I will dominate you.
Archaon's always a nice guy. You know what? Peace treaty? Sure. We can have a peace treaty if you want to pay me. I'm cool with that. Oh, what we got here? Scaling. Looks like he's got some kind of tricks in store for me here. He's splitting his army. He split his army. That could not have been better for me. He split his army. And is he far enough away that it looks like he can reach me next turn. And he is working with full stack.
Now.
So what we're going to do is we're going to move just slightly out of his range.
Bring my mirror shield.
Actually, we'll move slightly farther out of his range. We can't encamp yet. You know what, fuck it. Fuck, we're still in march stance. And I've used too much movement now to go back. I have made mistakes. Mistakes were made. Holy shit, you're still alive! We have our third Chaos General down here, whom I thought was going to die a long time ago. But he's holding on, so we're going to add another 2 units of horse, another 2 units of infantry to him. Actually, let's get 2 more units of infantry. I'll give us 4 horse and 6 infantry divisions. And I'm going to grab 2 units of dogs. That's 5 turns that he's pinned here, but he's got the help of the orcs to back him up here. I'm not even at war with the dwarves, so they're not going to attack me outright, I don't think. We have more pressing matters with the greenskins pulling in. The greenskins dominating the wastes here, by the looks of it. The dwarves have not fared well in this campaign. However, Kazakrak still holding strong. But with our lord up here, are we going to see the spread of chaos? Not yet. That might be an upgrade that I want to give him. It is in his skill tree. I think there's one where there's horde growth. I think there's a campaign skill. Nope. There it is, corruption. It's way down there. But it gives +4 corruption on just my general as he walks around, which is kind of huge. But that's a lot of points invested into campaign skills. And I should be investing more into either personal skills or army skills. At least, as a Chaos General, that's what you're looking for. Kholek! Kholek, my friend. Since he split his army, we have one walking down the path this way towards Winterpire at last check. So I don't see him coming up this way. Let's take this opportunity to recruit some more units. Let's get a Let's get some units of horse, because I feel we're going to need some horse divisions to counter any horse he has.
You dare.
I dare indeed.
Simpering fools! You dare come before me, the Lord of the End Times?
Wall gone chaos. Really? Really, we want to do this? Of course, my, yeah. Everybody hates me because I'm chaos, so I automatically receive a negative 30 penalty to everything I do, which is fine. You know what? Let's call the allies. My allies love me. Wall gone chaos. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna leave my allies alone. I'm not it. They could do their own thing. I might lose that lord way in the south, in Greenskin territory now, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. It's gonna suck a little bit. I was looking forward to raiding some dwarf holds. It seems our friends here want to fight, and I am heavily favored in this balance of power. I'm gonna auto-resolve that. And we're going to sacrifice the captives. Chaos. Scaling is moving forward. He's gonna hold up in the altar response. That's fine. Oh, there's the Everwatcher coming up on me. Oh, nice. A war banner. Plus leadership. Very nice. Dude, he was like a world away. Come on. That was not gonna work. Alright, so with that greenskin hero now definitely suffering from a lack of fightiness, we're going to come out of the encamp stance. While I would love to build up my forces a ton and just go decimating down here, what we're going to do is we're going to finish this orc off, because screw you. Heavily favored once again, die orc. That finishes him off. Now we have a dwarf up here. He picks up a brass cleaver.
Spread ruin on them!
And you know what? We're gonna help our little friends, the dwarves, for once.
Kill them all!
And we're gonna raise Iron Rock to the ground. You wanted this. Remember who wanted this. Let's take a look at our unit upgrades here. And we're going to want Marcher and Tribes of Chaos to grow this tribe more quickly. Up here, Kholek.
No!
He's got a lot of horsemen with axes. He's got some trolls. Oh, he's got a chariot. That's not good. He's damaged. I've got some tricks of my own. But I don't want to be up there when the Everwatcher catches me. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Because I do not want to face the Everwatcher with Kholek. So we're going to pull out. His army just does not have the meat required to take on the Everwatcher. You, my friend, have done your work today. You have accomplished far more than I ever thought you possibly could. The Altar of Spawn. Let's take a look at your garrison size. You have a Chaos Marauders with great weapon, Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes, 4 units of those dogs. On top of...
Your demise is certain.
It's a lot of horse.
I am Slannesh's Scion.
Now, if I recruit a hero... Karn? I can seriously get Karn the Betrayer? Dude, that is totally worth my money. Let's roll, Karn.
Gods of chaos. No, not even for you.
Stop the units. And while we're camped here,
What?
because we are going to
Dark
camp,
Prince wishes.
we've got some time on our hands. We have one horse that's capable, but he had a lot of horse. Also, we're lacking in our anti-cavalry department. And this is going to beat the ever-living crap out of our favor. But these guys are anti-large. They're armor-piercing. Or we could go with Chaos Warriors, which have a charge defense. But he's not going to be charging with those things. He's going to be using them as a ranged weapon. There's the ring on my phone for email from work. I love work. And not my problem. Okay. So I'm torn as to what to get because he's going to be using his ranged units as ranged units, of course. Cannot blame him for that. The unit composition is pretty cavalry heavy with their throwing axes, which have armor piercing. These Gorpy's chariots could be a problem against my heavy infantry armor, or my heavily infantry, maybe half infantry actually. We do have some halberds, some chosen with halberds and chaos warriors, but we have some space open in the units. I could fill them out with cheapo marauders. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some cheapo marauders just to fill out the unit. This is going to be very expensive, trying to hold 3 lords with none of them raiding, and trying to build up their stack so that they can actually face an army. Let's hit turn here, actually. Karn has a skill point. I guess he starts with one. Now let's give him... We're going to give him a Chaos Steed. I feel that is the best level 1 upgrade for him. Oh, he's got a ton of skill points to start with. Let's give him a Barded Steed and Blade Master. Alright, you're set, Karn. I'd love to give him a Plasma Pistol and a Chain Axe. Alright, so the Greenskins are rolling in. They might try and settle in that ruins that I just set up. Not sure. I'm not overly concerned with the Greenskins. They might want to fight me, but really they are so far away it doesn't matter. And I can always hide in the north and just have them die from attrition. These Beastmen, they really want a piece of me. Dragonbane Gem. Not bad. 30% fire resistance. Where is this dude?
I am mounted god.
Let's get some more in. Let's get 2 more units of horse for Kholek to help out. Sigvald.
I will acquiesce.
We have 6 population points and 2 spare lords. Can we build anything for 6 population points? No. Our next cheapest building is either 13 points for the Giant's Den. The Mound of Blades would be nice. It reduces upkeep and all my units get experience chevrons, which would be very nice. We can get the Hellforge. A cannon would be cool. But I think our next one is going to be the Palanquin of Trophies at 12 points. So I can start getting some shock cavalry. But it also helps generate income, which will further reduce our upkeep costs on the units that we are running. So we're going to attack the Altar of Spawns with a full stack inside.
Despoil!
Destroy.
We'll encircle you for now.
Choose me.
What we're going to do is we're going to send our agent in, I think. Can my agent get in while I have it sieged? No, he can't get in while I have it sieged. Damn it.
Unleash chaos!
Alright, so... crap, that plan has failed and we have a spare agent running around now, which is fine. I can always use more agents. Beta. Bay of Blades is free. We've freed up a lot of tribes now, so I have allies to call upon. Scaling still has a ton of holds, which is not good for me, but in the end it will be alright. And I'm going to send Karn here south. Yes. Send him south. Kislev only has the 2 holds remaining, so they are financially crippled to crap. Hochland in the Brass Keep. We have Midland. I haven't seen Altdorf yet. There's Altdorf. Altdorf looking strong with a 20-man garrison. Lots and lots and lots of income. But the Empire hasn't been doing the whole Confederation of the Empire thing, which is okay. So, what's going to happen here?
They will be dominated!
So I'm going to grab this guy. Am I at war with Greenskins? Yeah, I'm definitely at war with Greenskins. And our good friend Asglaug here, Slaughterer, is coming up hard. And there's at least 2 units of Greenskins coming up on me. So we're going to start marching through Dwarflands here.
Forward! Unto slaughter!
And we might be able to take some of these smaller dwarfholds that have 6 garrison, if I get lucky, and find time to actually heal my Chaos Lord. That'd be nice. Kholek is still building some more troopers. Karn. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, buddy.
Bring them to ruin.
We're going to kick out a unit of freshly hired marauders, which will be a waste of favor, and we're going to embed him in the army.
So
Because I feel he will be more useful than a rank 2 marauder.
Attack!
Alright, he's very heavy in horse. Lots and lots of horse. It's not going to be the best for me, but I do have a lot of anti-horse, like these Dragon Ogre Shoggoths will absolutely destroy a horse division. So we're going to quick save here, because I am cowardly and feel I might lose, in which case this campaign will be over. Because there is no way in hell Kholek will ever have the 6 population points required to respawn Prince Sigvald, or live long enough to see him spawned. That is a lot of horse. That is 8 units of horse out of 20. Now, he's definitely got the range advantage on me. We're going to bring our core infantry here. We're going to be using you guys as meat shields. We're going to have Chaos Warriors as a second line behind them. They don't have warriors, they only have marauders. I'm going to use the aspiring champions back here to help the encouragement of these marauders. We'll have our chosen with halberds and our warriors with halberds on the flanks. Our Dragon Ogre Shoggoths, we will move with the rest of the unit here for now, because I think they can actually catch horses. I'm not sure though. Marauder Horseman upgraded has a speed of 102, and a Dragon Ogre Shoggoth has a speed of 78, so that's no. Not going to catch them. That's alright. Barded Steed, Chaos Lord, or Exalted Hero. Prince Sigvald is slow as crap because he walks everywhere like an idiot.
Marauder Horseman!
And we're going to grab our 1 unit of horse and stand behind these trolls.
Chosen!
And our other chosen, we are going to protect our general and our aspiring champions with, and just blob them up. Now, let's see how the enemy army wants to move on this. He's got a lot of horses. A lot of horse. Seems that he wants to take the left flank with it. See if he camps on a hill. No, he's going to keep way over to the left there. I've yet to see the actual army part of his army. So I'm going to grab my boys here.
My Dark Prince calls.
And we're going to move them over here in a horrible fashion. Just to line up on those cavalry that I can no longer see. Which means his main force is probably just beyond these hills where I cannot see them. So we're going to take the long run down the hill, tire out my troops. don't see his cavalry yet. So he's hitting them in a forest, maybe up here or in here, where I can't see them. There's his main unit there. So if I'm able to crush his hero, we should be pretty good. His chariots as well will cause problems for my marauders. I don't see his hero anywhere. Yeah, they're definitely trying to make for this, for the hills. They deployed way back in their zone. They're going to corner camp on me. I don't want to believe that the AI is actually going to corner camp. Still do not see wherever it is he put that cavalry unit. So let's form up thick here. My units are still fresh even after running around this much, which is good. This map was definitely not well suited for me. I have no idea what this guy is doing. The AI is just running around on the edges of the map, making me chase his ass. So let's set you guys to charge, get into these Chaos Marauders. Let's see if we can shake things up just a little bit. Actually, his chariot is here. It'd be nice to get into that. So much for that charge order, because they lost vision of their target. Alright, his horse are starting to come back into line with the rest of his units.
Chaos Marauders!
So let's do a quick reform here.
Chosen! Prince's many glories! Name your demand!
Marauder horsemen! For the Blood God!
Let's get these horsemen down this hill. We might be able to get a flank off on them. Chosen. You guys are gonna go over here. Chaos Warriors with halberds. We need to get into combat, but their skirmishing horses are just gonna keep running away from me. Hopefully we can find their infantry. There's his hero. Sigvald.
That's what the masters bid.
Get him.
Kill them all!
And we're going to use this exalted hero. So my backline just I think I want to get into their guys here. Let's grab these Dragon Ogre Shoggoths and just get into their lines here. He's going to throw a lot of things at those trolls, which is fine.
So be it!
Now let's get our Marauder with great weapons into them.
Kill them God's call! Yes! Hot! Very well!
There's Marauders! Prince's many glories!
I'm going to put melee mode on you guys. Actually, you're halberds. Let's protect the flank with these halberds.
Direct running!
Where are my horses? There's my horse.
Horsemen!
And his horse are way out of
That's what the
zone.
masters bid!
We're going to turn skirmish mode on. And we're going to grab the rest of our units, and I don't know why some of those are really messed up there. We're going to line up on theirs. Down there. Grab these Marauders, get those in there.
Yes! Give us carnage! No! So be it!
My armored trolls are getting absolutely wrecked, so I'm going to have them run from battle here. Probably from the throwing axes that are very close by. I'm going to countercharge these dogs.
Chaos comes!
These halberds are a problem.
Slaughter!
We're going to These axe-throwing cavalry
The
could be a
dark
problem.
gods command me.
Gonna turn off skirmish mode. You guys can stay in combat with these.
So be it.
Chase them off.
Throw out axes.
Let's use you guys to chase off these infantry.
For the chaos gods. Kill them all. Blood for all. Eye of the gods. Deliver slaughter. Six's many glories. Chosen. Deliver slaughter.
Alright, so I've recovered a lot of our leadership here, so let's turn these trolls around, get them back into fun.
Now is our time. Take it, Stamina. We fight. Give us cannon.
Set you guys into melee mode.
Pull back.
Get these axemen in the back as well.
Chosen.
A lot of these marauder horsemen with axes and shit. Just messing up my lines. Let's get into these dogs that are being annoying.
Time to despoil. Slannesh glory.
Now let's get these these aspiring champions into combat here.
Exalted hero.
And our exalted hero, let's get him into these marauders with great weapons. Now I'm using these these chaos warriors because they keep bringing marauder horsemen in on the charge.
Time to despoil.
And if I could get some damage done to these things with my now I need my trolls to engage these guys.
Bloody glory.
And let's turn our chaos warriors with halberds around.
Slay the unbelievers. Obliterate them. I don't fail. I need souls.
There's just so much cavalry on the field, it is nearly impossible for me to deal with it all. It's got all the mobility. Okay, let's line up on the backside of our military here. Because we've broken most of that, killed their lord. Break him. Make him rout. If we can rout him, we'll be good. Let's go with rally the troops here. Bring back all their morale.
We need slaves. Kill most, but not all.
Now, there's a lot of horsemen that definitely can get away from my guys, but chasing them around is proving to be at least somewhat effective. Let's bring these guys back in line with the rest of the military. Get these trolls back together over here. Into these marauders with great weapons. I have a few marauders down here. So let's kill this Chaos Chariot with what we have here. This will prove to be a pretty damaging blow to Varg. Or, sorry, to Skaling. I'm used to my enemy being Varg. And I have routed the enemy after I've killed his general, leaving him completely separated from the rest of the men. We took way more casualties than we should have, especially on these halberds. The enemy had all the mobility, though. There is no way I was going to be able to chase down this many horse, and I am glad they died. And there's a nice increase. That's a lot of favor, but I'm burning it to the ground.
I am Slannesh's Scion.
Alright, so we took damage. Without fail, we took damage there. I'm gonna boot these Marauders. See if that was barely anything upkeep-wise. That's alright. You've moved. Kholek. Kholek is recruiting some dudes. Sigvald's done his thing. Alright. Prince Sigvald the Magnificent. Can give you more melee attack. I feel charge bonus for cavalry would be nice. Increasing his leadership aura size would also be great. Plus attack on chosen, but that's only chosen. There's only one artillery piece of chaos. I should just say hell cannons. But what we want here is lightning strike. Alright, next turn. Now, I'm going to bring this small stack with the completely injured lord into Dwarf lands, and I'm going to raid there until they bring their army around to stop me. And then I will sacrifice that lord. But I really need to start cutting into this upkeep penalty that I'm getting basically demolished by. Alright, what do we have here? That's a lot of Ungors. So, the Beastmen are heavily favored here. He does have ranged. See his Ungor Raiders by the look of it. He's got Minotaurs. Of course, Spearman Herd. Shield. I mean, these guys aren't ultimately amazing. I think they're about the same as a... Alright, 71, 53, 35, 39, 22, 24. Alright, so these guys are crappier than a unit of... Where are you guys? Also crappier. You're spearmen. I also have Kholek, who is pretty useful on his own. Causes fear and terror. So let's go ahead and give that to the aspiring champion so he can cause terror. We might be able to take this fight. He outnumbers us nearly 2 to 1. Let's fight it. Kholek himself is pretty beastly, and he's better against large-scale targets. But if I could kill Ungrol Stoneheart, it's Kholek. If I do lose this, I'm going to be losing 2 of my very valuable agents. We'll go straight to deployment. Most of his guys have Vanguard deployment, so I'm going to want him to come to me, but he does have the range advantage, so it's probably safe to assume he won't come to me. So let's get a nice line here.
Marauder horsemen!
My Marauders, I'm going to deploy way out here in this forest, just for scouts. Deploy some forest scouts there. My dogs are going to be next to worthless in this, most likely. Kholek and the Dream Team.
Chaos Sorcerer!
Do you have a horse? You do have a horse. Alright, yes. So you guys have horses. That'll help a bit. Let's roll. Alright, so there's his spears. There's his Minotaurs, which are basically trolls. I could probably take them with Kholek. I don't see his ranged unit. There's his hero. There's his hero right there. Alright, Alright, so let's go ahead and put our
Marauder horsemen!
horsemen into skirmish stance. And we're just going to dance around as spearmen here.
No time!
You might decide that it's a good idea to just go running after them. I don't see his bows, though. They're probably still on the other side of the hill. Taking their time. Oh, we have spotted hidden units. There's his bows. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my dogs. His bows are already in skirmish mode. They're fleeing from my horse troop. See if we can cause some damage there before they get in.
Putrefaction of
I want to see piles of dead!
See if we can get a fireball into these guys from my...
balefire!
Then we're going to swing him wide.
Going!
Kholek, get into him. Exalted Hero, you cause hero.
Kill the summoners! What? My God's call! Chaos Marauders! Chaos is magic!
Rip their hearts out!
Let's go ahead and put the Flaming Skull right in the middle of their troops. It's not a bad thing. And we're going to buff up our... Oh, who's running? Why are you guys running? Alright, let's grab these dogs. Get these dogs into these guys. No, they're stuck up in combat. Where is his hero? There's his hero there. Kholek, you need to flatten their hero.
Exalted hero!
My hero needs to get into their bowman. Alright, let's pull our dogs back. And I don't think we'll be able to scoot around. Probably not. Let's put you guys into melee mode and into the back of these guys. Looks like he's got a unit of Ungor Raiders here. They're missile infantry. Shit. My lines are just shattering everywhere.
I don't prevail. That is your will.
So let's put a Flaming Skull right here. So that does some considerable damage right there.
Very well.
Exalted hero!
We need to keep breaking units.
They will suffer! Torment awaits!
I don't have Arcane Conduit quite yet, so let's get a side charge off on these spears. That might help break them some. Fortunately, we're getting a chain route here. Because we are just so hopelessly outnumbered.
Exalted hero!
We're going to turn skirmish mode off. Get into the back of those bows. And see if we can get our little doggies. Do I have any magic left? See if we can get a fireball up in there.
I'll pluck your soul from your bone.
See if it'll make it through the fire. Doesn't look like it will, though.
Exalted hero!
Exalted Hero, get their Ungor.
Mortals!
Do not scorn me.
Kholek is busy engaging all these spearmen, but routing them, which is nice.
Chaos Marauders!
Alright, let's get these Marauder units.
Pull back!
Where are these dogs? Dogs, get into these lads if we can. Where's my wizard? There's wizard. We do not have enough magic quite yet.
Exalted hero!
My exalted hero is no match for their Beastigore.
I am enraged!
Kholek absolutely just ignoring my orders to kill their hero, always turning to engage the units behind him. My exalted hero is broken and fleeing. That's not good.
Retreat!
So is Kholek, and that's it for the... That's it for my army. Chain route. Damn it. I mean, 302 kills on Kholek. It's not like my guys weren't holding their own, it's just we were hopelessly outnumbered there. I mean, we killed 1,300 units. But Kholek survives the battle. And I don't know how many forces he has, so I guess I get another chance at this. Okay, so we have a very crappy deployment. Going to be relying on magic a lot for this.
Back to the longships!
Oh, of course it's a fucking ambush. Not sure how they got this ambush, but it's amazing. Awesome. Alright guys, come on.
I am mounted God!
Just get into him.
Chaos is magic! Take this, mortals!
Pull back!
Very good!
Do what we can, Kholek. Because I know you suck against spears. Not sure where their hero is, but he's in there somewhere. All I hear is retreat. Why would they even let me fight this battle? This isn't... How about letting me cast a spell? That'd be nice. No?
End them! Pull back!
Yeah, this was lost before I even got in here. I mean, they just deploy on the line and get instant flanks on me. I'm not even sure why the game thought this would be even remotely. I mean, I still killed 160 men. It's just the flank was too much for my morale to take. Goodbye, Kholek. At least you tried this time. Defender Sarl. Of course. I'm gonna enter on the side of Sarl. And I'm just gonna go up there and crush Ashling. Why am I all the way the fuck down here? You know, for them taking attrition the whole time they were up here, not one of his units were damaged. That's just the way she goes, I guess.
Ready.
So we're gonna head up here and crush the Skaling Conclave and subjugate them. So that we don't have this problem anymore.
Who are these grotesques?
Let's see. It'll take a few turns before I could get Kholek back, but at least he's level 3 now. And since he's legendary, he's coming back at level 3, so it's worth my time.
Fool
As for you, my friend, just keep on running.
Moving!
Oh, there's greenskins and dwarves up here. That's nice. And let's turn that out. Kislev? Kislev got taken by another faction. By the looks of it. Alright. In order to deal with their horrible axe infantry that they seem to spam out, I'm going to grab 4 units of dogs. We're also going to grab the Banners of Ruin, just so that my Marauders don't run as often. I could get pledged to the Dark Gods, but that is super expensive. And at least we're making money now with Kholek dead. I don't want to hire him back until I get the Paliquid of Trophies here. And our other little lord way the fuck down here.
The spoilers.
I'm just gonna put him in raiding stance.
Moving! Now!
So he can just kind of do his thing. Once my cheap units are done, I'm going to burn the crap out of the Skaling Conclave and subjugate them, so that they can't do that anymore. Don't go to war, allies. I need you to be friends. And so help me God, if I could take territories, I would. You motherfucker. Meanwhile, Skaling is able to replenish his forces and come for me. Now, we don't know what's around the corner there.
I will acquiesce.
He's just outside of my movement range to destroy him. And he's got 2 full stacks coming up. So, we're going to continue on with our normal plan. Skaling Conclave can exist for now. We're going to go down to Varg's camp instead.
A beautiful decision.
Because we cannot afford to get caught
Never
by
stop.
2 full stacks and a half stack. As for you, you can sit there and raid. Do your thing. Let the stunties and greenskins fight. Let them fight. And this should put me within range to assault Varg's camp.
I'll move, I suppose.
Which I will then burn to the fucking ground.
And they call me rash.
Dude, I do not have time for you to be second-guessing me here. Now, it doesn't look like Varg's camp is walled up or anything. Now, this Red Horde tribe doesn't seem to have taken any time.
Speak through your meek mouths. Mumble your pitiable words, so I can use them as a lash to flay your soul.
You know what? You can have 800 favor for a peace treaty. I don't give a shit. Get that back next turn.
Yes. Bow before he who wields the Slayer of Kings.
Join war against Hassling. Dude, no. Fuck off. Be friends. Or I will make you friends. That's not worth me running around to try and find that guy.
Now, my adoring hordes agree.
Invade!
We'll just auto you out. And we easily pay back that peace treaty, and we're going to raise that on the ground. Ground spell Fireball. Hello, new thing for Sigvald. Crown of Command is nice, but Sigvald's already got some pretty cool things, so I'm gonna give him the Ruby Ring of Ruin so that I can start flinging fireballs, because it's hilarious. Fortunately, I've lost a lot of my good agents. Not sure why I suddenly have minus 30 income. I don't think I hired anything new. Or, no, I'm making more here. Huh. Weird. So, we're just gonna leave him raiding, because that's getting him XP. It's a shame that if he dies, he won't come back. So,
What?
with our camp in ashes,
The Dark Prince wishes. A worthy choice. Despoilers come.
Karn, my new best friend. Since you have a nice horse, we're going to give you Devastating Charge. I lost 2 of my good agents, though. That kind of ticks me off a little bit. They were good agents. Good men. I will miss them. And their fireballs. But now that Sigvald can start throwing fireballs himself, we're all good. Pain. Starting with magic plus 20. Awesome. Alright. So, we go. Because I think there's one more far camp down here. Yep, the monolith of something or other. The monolith of Catan. And we're going to burn Serpent Jetty. And then we're going to come up the back pass. Hopefully there is a back pass we can come up. If not, we have to take a really long detour, but that's okay. We'll come up to Bajorlming's Gathering. He's got a population point, so we're going to camp here for a second and increase our horde size to decrease our... Yeah, for some reason we're losing more and more money each turn for reasons unknown. Huh. It's because my characters keep leveling up. So let's have his horde grow faster. That'll give him access to better units while he's out here. That's a big Greenskin army coming for me. We might have to be on our way. Yeah, Kislev was taken by a different faction. Interesting. Okay, so a new Beastman herd has arrived. The Dwarves have been obliterated. Hassling has been obliterated. I knew I chose the right side. Alright, so with the Dwarves obliterated, that leaves any hope of cover I had down here gone. So, it's time for us to just keep on moseying.
This is why.
And am I within strike distance?
Shall we decant
Not
the
quite.
wine?
Not quite within strike distance of that target,
Let us go!
but we'll get there. The whole world hates us. That's the only way I know. Kislev has but one settlement left If I were to burn it, there'd be a lot less agents in the world. Actually, I'm not sure how they're supporting all these agents. Oh yeah, those greenskins want me. Greenskins want me bad.
Go now!
Unfortunately, I got pinned on the Black Crag here because I can't move any farther. Within its zone of control. So while we're here, we're going to burn this.
Despoil!
I'm gonna auto that out. Because really, it's not worth the loading time. And so we destroy you. We're going to awaken this tribe.
For chaos!
And then we're going to encamp here.
My adoring hordes.
Get some of our troops healed up a little bit. For our next push. Oh, Prince Sigvald has leveled up once more. So the next level of Lightning Strike gives reinforcement range, but Chaos forces cannot reinforce each other, so that's worthless to me. To get Dark Apothecary, less attrition. Horde recruitment capacity could be cool. Premonition, ambush defense, no, none of that. So let's start working on his personal skills. I'm gonna give him, let's go with more devastating charge. I can't quite afford the Palanquin of trophies yet, but I will next turn. Nope. I've been caught. That's right, these guys can use the underway. I'm gonna decline that attack, because that is not an attack I want to make. It's true that I could have intercepted them in the underway, but it was not going to go my way. Did he rebuild Prague? No, not yet. Red Horde tribe here. Causing problems for everybody around them. Scaling, looking to try and stop me. Alright, these guys are looking to double stack up on me.
No!
They've got a fairly balanced unit composition. That's a lot of dogs and chariots, a lot of marauders.
Your demise is
You've
certain.
got some axe troopers. I could fight this.
That will incur my wrath.
Alright, let's get out of a camp here.
The Dark Prince wishes.
And we're going to move just to the edge of the border
Onward to
here,
destruction.
where we're still going to get the reinforcement bonus, but puts me out of range
Cease.
of getting attacked by these two units,
Never.
which I will then lightning strike to kill one of his stacks.
Are you a god?
Our lord here, even in march stance, not getting a whole lot away here.
A glorifying act. Agreed. Mortals will quail.
Apparently I can't march.
Yes, it is so.
Nope, I'm pinned. Apparently I cannot move past Black Crag. This is horseshit.
Invade!
So we'll just auto this out because really not worth my time. He lived a lot longer than I thought he was going to. Poor Hellroth. You tried hard. But not being able to move past the Black Crag here, complete and utter horseshit. No other words for it. Horseshit. Vampire counts definitely moving in. Past Castle Drakenhof there. Esson facing massive vampiric corruption. Fort Jakova is the last bastion of Kislev.
I foresee destruction.
Alright, where are you, Sigvald? We have things to do. There's Sigvald.
You dare.
Hail the slaughterer!
Okay, yeah, we're going to ignore the stacks, and we're going to burn Serpent Jetty to the ground before we do anything about it. We've healed enough. We have most of our troopers back.
Slannesh's son.
Because without settlements, their armies will crumble. Look at this. They're just moving on into these ruins all over the place. I need to get south pronto, but Scaling's being a freaking jerk. Look at the Redhorn tribe just wiping everybody up. Oh, look at you, big man.
Kill them all. Bring them to ruin.
Yeah, we'll auto that out. And to the ground with you.
Dominance.
And march
A
stance.
beautiful decision.
Alright, with Serpent Jetty burned, we're gonna come down here to
A
Trollfjord.
simpering decision. No.
ASAP.
Witness my
Good friend Karn.
beauty.
It's getting more charge bonus. When he slams into people, I want them to fly. Seems the Empire is far from unified, as Hochland and Ostermark, or Ostland, are still fighting. We have the Redhorn tribe to keep the Empire back as well.
Scion has already told me your offer, but I will hear it from your lips all the same.
Peace. You want peace? Sure. I will take your peace. Did the Chaos Gathering spawn a new minion? They spawned a new stack to come after me. That's awesome. I
Bring
didn't even know they
ruin.
did that.
Moving, father.
Maybe I should have got on the longships and sailed instead of walking. Ah well. I'll have new technology at the end of this, and since I'm now making money instead of losing money, I'll be able to buy that. Wow. My timer hasn't been running this whole time. How long have I been recording? Okay, let me just alt-tab here real quick. And we've been recording for an hour. Whoops. Oops. Alright, so this is going to be a long one. We're going to buy the Pledges to the Dark Gods research while I have money to burn.
Avert your eyes.
And we're going to keep coming down towards Trollfjord.
Forward unto slaughter.
While outrunning all these wonderful scaling armies. So once I burn all their holds, their armies crumble. Then I can start getting to work in the south. Because that should be all the Chaos Forces at least getting along. If not with each other, at least with me. I'd like to defeat these Chaos Gathering guys before they get out of hand. No, that guy's like ages away. I'm not fighting him. Let's go ahead and get into normal stance here.
I will acquiesce.
We're gonna select a new technology. Leadership for Chaos Knights, which I don't have. +2 more levels for Exalted Heroes. And recruitment cost down for Warriors and Asp Champs. Chaos Knights and Chosen recruits. Melee defense for Warriors, Champions, and Chaos Knights. Ooh, casualty replenishment rate +5% while on the march. Yes, please. Oh, that's huge. We don't have time to camp to build the Palanquin quite yet.
Attack!
But we are building up funds once more.
Ravage them!
So we're going to auto-resolve this. Laugh a merry laugh. Raise it to the ground. Yes, I know I'm leaving a ton of money in the dirt. But it's all for the greater good. We attack that next. This is Magnum Knight saying, see you guys in the next one, where I finish off Scaling. He's only got about 4, 5, 6 holds left for me to burn, only. The Everwatcher here is getting smart. He knows where I'm coming. So that's definitely going to come to a head. But before I go, I'm going to give our dear friend Karn here equipment. So I think I have a few pieces lying around. It's not bad. Warrior Bane. Say weapon strength would be good for him. But let's go ahead and give him a Fencer Blade. The Opal Amulet is still equipped by Kholek. We have the Crown of Command, which will make him unbreakable, which is huge. And let's go ahead and give him a Barbarian. And a Possessed Marine. And there's all the unassigned guys. Uncompromising, gives him self-defense against assassination. That's nice. Perfect. Alright, this is Magnum Knight saying, see you guys in the next one. Later.